Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Newbie's Life. This is episode 10. Somehow about 8 episodes further than I thought we'd ever get in this. But that is not the point. Point being, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you've watched the series up to this point, thank you. I appreciate it. I want to go ahead and preface this by saying, highlighting something interesting that happened, or something interesting that happened in the last video, and something that I found like really kind of funny, and then go from there. Okay. Oh, the previous episode got the first dislike on the series, and I'm just gonna go ahead and say this: whoever you are, that's fair. I do not fault you for that. It's yeah, sometimes I can be a bit much, and I do not fault you for your opinion. Like, that's not me being sarcastic or trying to take a dig. It's just me saying it is what it is. Fair enough. I'm not gonna let it get to me. I'm still going to record this because it's a highlight to an otherwise dreary week for me. So that is what it is. Now, now that that's being said, or whatever, uh, what are we doing today? Quests. Because yeah. Oh god, it'll never end. It'll never end. I'm stuck in this purgatory. But for those who actually sit down and watch this series, thank you for being stuck in this purgatory with me. Okay, where are the Zendros? What? Wait. Huh? Okay, so would it be quicker to tell? I don't want to waste. Actually, I do want to waste those. What am I talking about? All right, take us back to Florine. Thank you. But yes, not much to say other than an update on the situation from last time. I'm feeling a lot better, but yeah, there's a whole other slew of problems. But that's not what I'm going to be bringing into this series. If you want to know, feel free to ask. Other than that, we're gonna focus on the game today. Um, I would love to sit here and say, "Oh, we're going to do something so action packed, so awesome today," but yeah. We're going to deal with everything that's over here to the left. Or left? Right? I don't know my directions. You get the idea. Anywho, I don't. Where are the big one? Uh, over here? So this is another thing that they added to this game that I've never really bothered with in lower levels. That is this whole big thing of new flying monsters like the Zendros and uh a couple more. Right, can't kill the small. The others. Ah, like the long wings. At least I think that's one of them. Yeah, the Zenmas used to not be a thing, which I'm down. It's interesting. I just tend to forget about this sometimes. Oh, that's awkward. Will this axe do more damage? 550? Let's see. We're not going to be using these weapons for much longer anyway, but it's just kind of like, oh, that's neat. So, axe gave me 550. What do you give? 526. So it is faster. Or more damage. Alright. Let's go ahead and strength staff, eh? Alright. Banana Juljaba. Anywho, so, if anybody's out there that watches this and plays this game, I'd like to start this off with a question. Because I would like to, I guess, talk with, kind of chat with more people of this community if those are the people that are watching this. What is your preferred class? Like, and why? Like, I know nothing's really changed much over the years, but I would like to hear, um, well, I say nothing much has changed, but it's more like in that regard. Ooh, PD8, 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 please work. Please, please. Yes! Awesome! Now, if only we could get some vigor rings, we could be A-okay. Anywho, back to what I was saying. Yes, what is your preferred class? And could you give me a brief synopsis as to why? It doesn't need to be an essay, it's more just like, how do you, like, because my whole favorite class in this game has always been, um, either the Ringmaster, or the Knight. Yeah, if I had to pick Bill Poster or Ringmaster, yeah, I would definitely pick Ringmaster every day. The reason why is because while the Bill Poster is self-sufficient in a lot of its own rights, um, I honestly prefer playing the assist class, both variations as uh I prefer playing the assist class in general as support. Like I don't mind playing second banana. Like I will say played at the moment. I have played a lot of Final Fantasy 14 over the years. That's no secret. I've said it plenty of times in the series. But I play one healing class, one or every tank class but one, and one DPS class for each category. I actually really do like healing. One of the reasons why I play tank is because it's more support as well. In that your entire goal as a tank is to keep your party from taking damage in the first place. It's the healer's job to heal the damage, but it's the tank's job to make sure they don't take damage, which is something I've always enjoyed. Oh, huh? That would have been nice to have sooner. Um, but yeah. So my favorite class would be the Knight or the Ringmaster. Why I like the Knight in this game is because um I've always loved AoE. I like that feeling of just being surrounded by enemies and just not and just being able to just deal with it. It is super fun. Um, it doesn't need a whole lot of gimmicks. Knight's AoE class. Here, huh? Oh, it's weaker. Did I get 15? We did. Yay. Okay, can I drop? Yeah. Um, sorry, it's kind of over. Second. But yeah, so it's got a lot of HP, a lot of defense. It can really the stun included with Power Stomp is still one of my favorite things in this game because it gives it solo survivability if as long as you're not going too, you know, off the wall. Yes, it needs an RM but I already have one, so I have my own support. So it's not something I have to worry about. But that being said, um I do enjoy that Ringmaster and Knight as my two preferred classes. It's just they're very good in their own right, but they also play well into like I guess group leveling dynamics at the same time, depending on how you go about it. Because I don't know how the instance dungeons work in this. I don't know how the like established classes fit into the roles that I know in other games. Aside from Ariam obviously being the healer. Um But yeah, I've always had an affinity for the knight, but I usually don't take one to the highest level because I usually end up playing the game solo because that's just how I am. So ultimately, what ends up happening is I'll play something like a BP or a Ranger, but my first love is Knight. It's super tanky, real fun to play for me, and it's with this new iteration of, I would say new. It's been out for a couple years, 3 years. This is the third anniversary recently. Um, they gave it to Tax Power Cross, which is wild. Um, and made it to where it definitely has more solo survivability. I think one of its buffs got nerfed, either Rage or Guard, but not enough to care. Really, not enough to care. So yeah. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I would like to hear like everybody else's take because there are some classes that I have in my repertoire that I find really really fun as well. Like Ranger is way more fun than I realized. Absolutely broken in this version of the game, but I don't know. Full dexterity classes in this game usually end up busted. That's why everybody ran a bow jester back in the day. And it's one of those cases where it's just like, you do you. I don't have to like it. I ran a yo-yo jester, but I like the yo-yo jester. Uh... Okay. I will say, I will offer like an alternative to the conversation too. What would be your least favorite class? And why? Because I don't mean that as in like, oh, it's like, let's get on this, bashing thread. It's like, no, I mean, objectively, if you yourself had to pick based on your own, like, play style, what would you consider is objectively the worst class? Because I think mine would be, unironically, the build poster. Like, dear old BP. And that's sad because it's one of my main classes. It's actually the very first class I made um in this game. In this version of the game. Um, but the reason why I say that is because yes, it has its own like self-sufficiency, but with how much they nerfed Stonehand, um, and what they've done, what they've changed in terms of giant hunting, it has nowhere near as much utility as it once did in the past. Like, it's got solid 1v1 potential. Still, it does, but it's just, there are classes that do it better. And since it's easy to just make an RM of your own, you don't have to worry about having something that needs buffs. It's just, unfortunately, it's just not the class that it used to be. And it makes it, in my opinion, probably one of the weakest classes in this game. Because if I think about, like, yeah, it's got AoE abilities, but most classes do it better, with much less risk. For example, my Ranger, despite being full dexterity, she could AoE if she wants to. Absolutely untouchable. And her fire and ice arrows do so much insane amounts of damage that it's just like, it's just kind of crazy. Don't do that. 1v1, I would also give it to my Ranger. Or, I would give it to my ranger, or, I'm trying to think of some others. That's the knight. That is my elementer. That is my BP. That is that's nothing right now. Yeah, 1v1 would also um probably also go to ranger. Now, here's my okay. Let me just walk it back though. Am I saying the class is bad? No. Stonehand still works pretty effectively um against, trash mobs. It works exceedingly well against trash mobs. It's just it's nothing to write home about. And since dual clienting in this game isn't the headache it used to be, you're almost always going to be running like 2 accounts. Like it would just be silly not to. Unless you're on your phone. In which case, fair enough. Fair enough. One more. Now, this quest is done. Will we try to do this cauldron quest? I'm gonna give it like 10, 12-ish minutes, but if we can't find the cauldrons we need by that point, I'll probably just move on. But yeah, anyway, back to what I was saying. The only reason why I feel the way that I do about Bill Poster is it's unfortunately a class that has suffered the most from the nerfs. It like to its one key thing, which was Stonehand and system changes. Like if you're boss hunting, you do not want to be up close and personal unless you are either armed to the teeth or have an RM at your back that is probably overpowered as all hell. Like, that's just it. I don't know if that would be the technical term for power creep, but it's more of just... It's a class that's unfortunately fallen into obscurity due to how it works. Do I still think the class has some benefits? Yes. If you do not want to do dual clients and want a class that can still buff itself and not really have to worry about a whole lot of headache, make one. It still does. It does the job. Like it does its job, and it does it well. I'll say it. It's an okay class. I wouldn't say any class in this game is bad. Like bad, like unplayably bad. It's just some of them, by design, require much more investment than others. Also, is that the second one of those I found? Yep. But yeah. It's yeah, my takes on this are probably rooted in, the fact that I've played this game since 2003 or 2005, sorry. I enjoy the game. So I enjoyed it back then, but I'm still stuck in my old ways of thinking. What other classes would I say are pretty good? I like the Elementer. I used to not run a hit and run Elementer because I thought it was pure cheese back in the day, but Having actively picked it up myself, it's also another video I have on my channel. A buddy wanted to see what it was like, and I just threw it together for a like small recording. Um, I will say that I do thoroughly enjoy that because it is straight up a case of you're just flirting with disaster, and there is a fun to be had in that that can't be overstated. Count two? We had three starting off. But yeah, the hit and run Elementer I think is super fun. You also don't need it to be very well geared to be effective either, which I think makes it a very good beginner-friendly class if you know what you're doing. I would I wouldn't say I'm qualified to make a guide video on this game. I really wouldn't. This is not a guide. I'm just doing this because I think it's fun. And it gives people a look into what this game would be like if you played it yourself from nothing. That's why I'm doing like quests and stuff that I normally wouldn't. Because it gives more of a, unless you pick like a BP that can offer its own buffs and stuff, you're going to have to really maximize your EXP gains where and when you can. But yeah, will we hit 30 today? Probably not. Uh, that's the idea. I would like to do something special for the 10th episode, but I'll just be honest. I'm still recovering from the whole sorry, hit my mic. Infected tooth bit, so I don't want to commit too much to anything because I'm not at 100%. Like I had my I have the 24-hour Gran Turismo 4 race stream. That's actually good. Sorry, Axe, you're gonna get replaced for this. There we go. Higher accuracy, higher attack speed, absolutely. Let's go. Oh wait, that's without a power scroll? Heck yeah! But let's go ahead and yeah, we're still gonna use it. But yeah, I've got some things in the works, some projects, blah 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 blah. But yeah. And now that we're about halfway through this video, about 24-ish minutes, I guess I would like to ask a question to anyone that actually sits down and watches this thing. Another question. Are you enjoying it? Is there anything that, I could change, or something you'd prefer I talk about, or I don't know, I guess do? Because I would like to, this series will continue no matter what happens. Like, I'm not going to be deterred from doing this because it's something that I genuinely want, and so I'm going to do it. But I would like to actually make I guess, a series that, or record some videos either for this game, or I I'm also going through Monster Rancher 4. I've thought about recording some stuff for that game. I would like to do more of I would like to get some, like, I'm not gonna say, like, feedback. I'm not, like, I'm still gonna do, like, a lot of my own stuff, but it's like, I would just like to know some opinions. Like, how do you feel about this? Is there anything I can do that would be, uh, better for, um, the viewer or whatever? Am I, you know what's funny? Am I expecting in the back of my head to at least see, one comment that says, "Yeah, you could just stop talking." Yeah, I'm expecting it, and fair enough. I would be asking for it, but that is not neither here nor there. I want to make. I like making content for this game. I know I'm not really editing it. I'm not really doing a whole lot. I'm not. This isn't a breakout series. I'm not treading new ground. I'm literally hitting record on OBS and putting up a thumbnail I made in 20 seconds in Microsoft Paint. I'm still trying to teach myself how to do the editing bit, and I'm not comfortable with it yet. So yeah, I'm not really worried about that right now. So yeah. But I would like to, I guess, if anybody actually cares to watch this, I would actually like to take some, like, suggestions into consideration. Because I understand that watching me just randomly play this game for an hour, it ain't everybody's cup of tea, but I want to make it better. Like, I want it to be more entertaining. Like, should I sprinkle in some recording videos or some fun little how-to guides every now and then for new classes? You know, maybe do a challenge run where see if I can uh make it to X level without ever leaving Flores. That would be pain. That would be absolute pain, but I'd be down. I think it'd be funny. But, like, I have a whole collection of games. I'm also, right? There's so many other things. There's so many things that I can do. That's why I'm just kind of like, I am so down. It's kind of expand. But if I was gonna do an old MMO series, I know the next one I would do, and I don't even know if those private servers are still up, but if they are, I would actually do that. And that would be Fantasy Star Online Blueburst. Oh, that game. Oh, I love it so much. I haven't played it in years, but if it still exists, I'm down. I played PSO 2 until New Genesis came out. Are we really not gonna find the other 5 of these? Now, anyway, back to the game. So, we are slaughtering red mantises by the, at this point I'd say dozens. Hi, bud. Okay. Shuffle boots and a cat's eye wand. Bad. Honestly, this game, I feel like this game is trying to tell me something. And by tell me something, that something is this. We're going to make a mage. I'm going to make my sidekeeper. And then I'll have every single... 60 plus class. Oh, that the Yo-Yo Jester. Those will probably both be female, now that I'm being honest with you. I prefer to make male characters, but I have a full Misty and Hyper set. And I would rather not have to try to hunt down a Taba in a cruise. Oh. Side note, drop rate's been pretty good today. RN Jesus is smiling upon. Also, have we reached the point where I need to start buying, Star Candies? We've reached the point where I need to start buying something better. Star Candies are a bit too much. Do pizza. We absolutely could do pizza. I don't know. It's decisions, and decisions are based solely on making sure not to burn through our money. Because until you hit level 60, I can go ahead and say this for a fact. This 400k, this 467k that we have, it is absolutely not something you can easily make back if you spend it. So, you know, this is a little advice for newer players. Be very mindful of your expenditures at lower levels if you don't have a, somebody to bankroll a new class. Because we've almost got a whole inventory of, like, stuff we could sell, and then it's probably gonna make, if we're lucky, 30k. Like, genuinely. Also, I said we were gonna stop this 3 minutes ago, but, yeah. Losing track of time in this game is super easy. So we're just gonna wrap this quest up, and then, try to figure out the next... Because we're gonna get the, Gore Necklace +3, which is really help with the whole, survivability bit. Really want to grab my freaking pickup pet. Good lord. Hey, we managed to get it done. Nice. Okay, cool. Back to town. Okay. But yeah, like, I'm sorry. Crack my knuckles. I keep forgetting I'm streaming. Or recording. So quest is done. That's awesome. I think that's level 29. I believe it is. Yes. Harrison City. Well, 98.4. Alright. Oh, good news. We got the Gore Necklace. Finally. Dang. Well, that sucks. But, good news. We did it. We finally reached the end of the quests. Which means now comes the fun of the, grind. We have finally finished off the quest. Oh. Looks like I was wrong. I said 30,000. Oh, more like 100. Okay, my bad. I was wrong. That's good. That is amazing. That opens up so many possibilities. It really does open up so many possibilities. Nice, 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 nice. Worth it grabbing that. 8. Everything helps. Everything helps. That's not a joke. 30. Okay. That on. Favorites. Not bad, not bad. Alright, cool, cool. Dang, that's actual progress here. Heck yeah. How much would 99 of these? Okay. Nope. We are still net positive for the day. So I will go ahead and grab these and sell off the hot dogs. Nice. Nice, nice. We're doing exceedingly well. Okay, nice. We've actually made a lot of progress today. But there's still 20 minutes left to go, so it's not over yet. Let's see. There's no quest to do. Nope. I don't know why I went there. Hmm. Good news. We've made progress. That's all I care about. What we're gonna try to do though is, while we still got some time, is I'm gonna actually head over. Uh, reset my spawn point if I die to here. Right? Yeah. I'm not crazy. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Okay, I see it. Uh-oh. Got problems. Uh-oh. Thank morning. Thank you. uh... Yeah, yeah. So we're gonna set our respawn point here, redo the buffs, and, then the actual grinding can begin. We finally made it through the quests! Oh, happy day! Oh, I really never thought I'd be able to do that, like, get through this in, like, 10 episodes. I actually only thought we were gonna be stuck in the quest gulags forever. Yes, I understand that there's gonna be a couple that come up in, like, 2%, but I'm not gonna rush back to town right away. Just in case we die, we spawn there instead of all the way back at town. And now we're going to go, play it safe. Because, again, no real support here, and we're gonna go fight the Giglandes. Giggle boxes? Sorry, no. Yeah, giggle boxes. They dropped the Giglandes. Um, honestly, could kill those. Ops. Hmm. It's fine. Never mind. The drops for these are what's coming up next. So, yeah, gonna have to, we're gonna have to level up here, grind out here. And now, let's play Russian roulette. What do we get? Please something good. Please something good. Please something good. Please something good. Actually great! Actually amazing. Heck yeah. That's amazing. Okay. I will absolutely take that. Alright. So I think we're gonna need 15 of these. Don't quote me on that. Oh, right, these are ranged. I remember why I don't fight these. Right. These are ranged fighters. Yeah, that's not that. Uh, so if you ever run into this problem, I will give you a bit of advice. If you ever run into these normal named monsters that decide to run and do nothing but ranged attacks, usually, a lot more times than not, the smalls and the captains or the big ones or whatever they name them, they will usually be the opposite. You know what? You know what? I've changed my mind. Considering how long it's going to take to get 15 of those, and considering we've already got 3%, I think what I'm just going to go do is I'm going to stick to the original game plan and fight in the gig. It's going to make the most use out of the charged power skulls timer, which is more important than, what else we got going on at the moment? Come on, buddy, let's go! Yep. And what this is going to allow us to do is basically, get the stuff we need to level up. Like, to do the quest later. Now we're reaching more of the standard grind loop one would expect from this game. Oh, I already have one of those. Oh. I'm just gonna have to assume this is part of the event going on and question it later. I really wish I was more active in this game, but I've got there's just so much going on. If that is, that's fine. Yasu, Konde, and Apinya. But yeah, if you take a look over here to the left, um, they're already at 7%. So, as much as fighting the Jack the Hammers would have for their quest items would be alright, um, we'll probably get to level 30. Probably not in this 15 minutes, but be much long. Oh, there's a buff ping out here too. Heck yeah. I forgot that was here. Is the Giglande still 50? I don't know. Either way it goes, we'll find out. So once we hit level 30, we're gonna start, grinding in a way that I'm more comfortable with. Because what's gonna end up happening is, I've said it before and I'll say it again, we're gonna do the Bang quest line to get the Antinale sword, which is gonna have a base power of like 120. ish, give or take, which is going to increase our DPS output to about this much without a power scroll. So we'll be able to do a whole lot more with a whole lot less, so to speak. And we'll be able to finally start getting around to extending our EXP gains to higher and higher levels. Am I hoping that we'll find a piece of the comet set or two while we're doing this? Yes. Am I going to expect it? No. I think one of my other characters have them. Has a piece of the comet set, but yeah, I can't get that, so. Yeah. Confused. Oh, by the way, this is something that's different for new players, but definitely not something I do. So if you get an egg, you can make money, a little bit of it, if you decide to get some of the gathering gloves and pick up some of these plants. Because it allows you to generate it into pet food, but it costs a lot to do it, and that's why it sells for a lot. But pets are a way to make money, it's just not my preferred way to make money, so I just delete them. Also, 2% cards don't ever sell for anything, so I don't keep those either. And piercing is another thing that's super expensive alongside upgrading, so you're not really going to be doing a whole lot of this at low level. I say that, but it's like, it's not something you're going to be doing at low levels if you've got a cost-effective mindset. Like, look, I'm not going to tell you how to play. The only thing I can do is help, for new players, is help you avoid the same pitfalls that befall others, or that happen to others. Like, you used to be able to just click on a upgrade item like a sunstone or a PD4 or what have you. Click on your item and it would upgrade. You still can do that, but now you need aerons or and minerals and gurus and carsecs and all this other stuff. So it's not something cost effective for the new player. It's another way for newbies to make money though. And here's the thing, I could easily go make an entire video, like, essay about that, but long story short is this. How you choose to make money in this game is up to you. I go for what is the easiest, and, most effective for me in terms of time. And that is usually by farming the drops that appear off of trash mobs. My ranger can make 15 to 45 million in a day, depending on how long I devote to it. And usually that's done within the span of an hour or two. Now, it is the reason why I prefer that as opposed to giant hunting is, one, no competition. 2, no reliance on RNG to make sure that your money is good. And 3, if I'm super lucky, and find something like a piece of the RN set, or, you know, a red suit of piece of armor that a lot of people want, I can make a lot of money based off of that. For example, the RN set, if I get the suit, I think it's like 10-15 mil off the top. Most people try to sell it for 10 times that, and I don't know why. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But if I found something like that, that's fine. It still has the same money-making potential as giant hunting. It's just without the RNG and constant channel hopping. Is it slower? Yes. Is it more consistent? Yes. And that's what I care about, consistency. But again, I'll say it like this. How you choose to play this game is up to you. This ain't a guide, as I've said plenty of times by now, but, I pointed at this herb earlier for, cat food. This is not it. I thought it was. Interesting. Get over here. I don't see one around here. But, I digress. I'm just gonna say, like, there's no real point, like... I wouldn't try to make other, money off of other players right now anyway. Because, as long as the FWC is still going on, you're not really gonna get a whole lot... You're not gonna do a whole lot anyway. Ooh, a PD8. Nice! Nice! They don't sell for a lot, but for what we've got in mind, I will take any and every one of those I can get my hands on. Now, if only we could get some Vigor Rings to drop. That's what I want. I want some Vigor Rings, and then we can start upgrading them to increase our overall damage output. Because that is what we need. That is what is going to increase the time spent on this grind session, or decrease the time spent in this grinding session and increase our productivity, is damage. Now, I'm just gonna state the obvious. Would I prefer to upgrade one of these +3s Dimals or the Gore Necklace? Yes. But herein comes the free-to-play problem. You can do that, but if you do it and fail, it goes bye-bye. And that is not ideal. You do not want to have to deal with that problem. Somebody else out here? So yeah, what we're aiming to do is, I want, like, at least 6 more of these. That way, whenever we do get the Vigors, if they're clean, we can still upgrade them. Somebody is out here. Or they are. They have a pickup pet, whoever they are. Oh, please don't come over here and buff me. Please don't come over here and buff me. Please no. 6 minutes left. Ooh, hey, level 4 Gigabox. Nice. Damage increase. That is a BP. Or, well, it's an assist. And I say BP because they're actually using the knuckle. Actually, I just realized something. By the time this comes through next time, we'll have 2 supercharged power scrolls, which is always freaking nice. And next time we log in and play this, we'll also have 2 more fresh power scrolls to use on our adventures. Nice. Uh, I say that because the Bang quest, aside from giving the Antonale sword, I think also gives at least a level lore. I believe it does. It either gets you like 31.5 or 32. I forget. Or it might just get you to 31. I don't know. It's been a while. But we will cross that bridge when we get to it. Because, um, way this is looking up here and how much time we got left, it is going to be, we're going to finish up, the timer here. I would say head back to town, but, reason to, like, we still have plenty of, XP, got plenty items. Yeah, we have no reason to head back unless our inventory gets full. Yeah, 3 more minutes. +3 gauntlets have been nice. Uh, those +3 gauntlets would have been so nice if it would have been for mercenary. You know, these, you know what? These drops have actually, like, here's the, okay. So, if you get plus items, they do sell for a little bit higher to NPCs. So, like, it is good to find them, but I really wish, like, statted items also sold a little bit higher, but they don't. Like, this is gonna sell the same as it would be, and that's fine. Honestly, going back to town might be the play. If for nothing other than to empty out the pockets. Because we getting a bit more than intended. '68. I will say I was expecting to be closer to like 30% when we got done with all this. 70%'s not bad. That's not bad at all. I think once we get the next set, not this one, or yeah, not this one. I don't know why I hit auto sword. Once we get out of this gear set to the next one visually, I think what we'll do is we'll try to actually go back and try to do the Phantom of Fear quest because I do want that inventory slot. Nice. All right. Yeah, screw it. If for the sake of not having to do that, like, midway through the video next time, we'll just go ahead and head back to town now. That way I can do the outro without necessarily getting jumped. What? Uh, what? 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 Why did you have a cool? I was like, what? Oh. Oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it. I didn't notice that this whole time. And, well, change of plans, folks. Oh, looks like it's, going to be another round of quest for the old bird boy hero. Ah! Ah! Today's level 60 guild siege not be held due to lack of participants. That's sad. That's actually really sad. But that's I'll call it as I see it. That's the reason why that should not be a thing. The FWC causes more problems than anything else. Okay, all right. Yes, that gives you XP. That gives you XP. It just gets skipped the last part of this. Yep. So. Uh, okay. Dang! I thought we were done! Oh, whatever. We are never escaping the quest gulags, folks. I am so sorry. But this is 48% for doing next to nothing. Oh, you better believe we're doing it. Oh, man. Okay, cool. I'm so glad I decided to come back to town because this kick in the teeth was worth. Oh man. Uh right. So it's time to do the outro. Let's check see if there's any more quests because at this point we're gonna be stuck here forever. Uh yeah. We're gonna blow past that, so never mind. Right. This is another day of a newbie's life. Another day in the life of a newbie for FlyFF universe. Hodier is coming along very nicely. We got almost the whole 2 levels out of today. Great. Perfect. I'm gonna recap a little bit. We got the dim all to +3. We got the gore necklace +3 finally. Got a +3 sword, updated our gear a little bit. Almost got enough Giggling days to do the quests. Are cruising right along. It's slow going, but for a new player, it's kind of slow going. But I had fun as I always do with this series. I do genuinely enjoy this. It is fun for me. And as always, if anybody makes it this far, I appreciate y'all more than you know. I don't know how else to say it. Um, if you don't like the series or me, I'm okay with that. I understand I'm not everyone's cup of tea. I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm not prepared for that. I used to stream way back when. I don't want to talk about it. It's not a time I look back on fondly, but it is what it is. But ultimately, I appreciate if anyone sits down and watches these and just to hear me yap and play this game that's like half as old as I am. I thank you. It's great. I'm not gonna go on this another mushy long tangent. It's just thank you. Got a lot coming up next episode, so stay tuned. Once we hit 30, we've got a whole quest line of stuff we got to do with Red Bangs. Gonna get a whole new weapon, and then we're gonna start cracking this whole leveling thing wide open because we're gonna be much stronger. Going to be much. Our gear is going to increase, but like once you hit level 30, things kind of go off to the right. But yeah, that's it for me. I'll be back with another episode in hopefully 4 days time. I'm gonna I've got a lot in my personal life going on right now, so don't. I will say maybe I won't. I'll miss a week or two. I don't know yet. Wait and see. But yeah. Other than that, thank you all so much. Thank you. I mean, I can't say it. I'll say it again one last time. Thank you. If you made it this far, thank you. I appreciate it a lot. This is a game I love personally, series I love personally, and I'm gonna keep recording it until I hit that point where this guy becomes a blade, and I will not stop till that point is reached. That being said, thank you so much for watching. As always, we're gonna be picking up with even more quests next time because life is cruel. Um, and yeah, look forward to it. That being said, have yourselves a good day. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye.